Hey guys, it's your girl Shalay and I'm back today with a second stimulus check update video. In today's video, we're going to discuss a new proposal that gives children and adults $1,000 stimulus checks. We're also going to talk about the president's comments on these larger, generous stimulus checks that has yet to hit any one account. We also are going to talk about this $2,000 reoccurring stimulus that wants to keep coming up. Unemployment, EBT, you name it, we are going to talk about it. So if you want to know what is going on in the world, my darling, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, where have you been? My name is Shalay, and here on this channel, we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. Would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Go ahead and click that big old red subscribe button down below, and you're in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you like me. It's Thursday and you got time today because I have time today. So hit the like button. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into it. 4 Republican senators announced today that they are introducing a bill that would create a second round of relief payments, providing more money to children and less to adults compared to the first round of checks. So under this bill, this comes from Bill Cassidy, Steve Daines, Mitt Romney, and Marco Rubio. Both adults and children would receive stimulus payments of $1,000. Now, guys, stay on the bus with me, okay? Because some of y'all be like, nah, girl, $1,000. Now, we know that the CARES Act provided $1,200 per child as well, $1,200 per adult and $500 per child. That was, that was the package that we had back in March. But the adult dependents were not eligible for payments under the CARES Act. And so that means like under this new proposal, they would get $1,000 payments underneath their proposal, right? So what they're saying is this: they want to really focus on the assistance to families. And not only that, they know that their bill would actually be more in the long run. So let me go ahead and break it down for you, right? Under their proposal, if you are a married, just say 2-parent household, 2 kids, right? So the mom and dad under the CARES Act, you would get $2,400 and then you would get $500 per dependent. So that would be $1,000 for your children, $2,400 for the parents, total $3,400. Y'all still on the bus with me? Come on, get back on the magic school bus. All right, under their proposal, each person would get $1,000. So if mom gets $1,000, dad gets $1,000, and Junior and Sheila gets $1,000, then at that point you get $4,000. So it would be a benefit of $600. Now it would not benefit those that are single, or just say like, if you were going to get $1,200, because under their proposal, each person would get $1,000. So you would kind of miss $200. Let me know. I hope that was like a simplified breakdown. Let me know, okay? Let me know, because we can get some links for Hooked on Phonics down in the description box below. But let me know that you understand that, guys. And I mean, they're saying like, hey, under this proposal, it would take much of the burden of the pandemic off of parents and children. And it says this legislation prioritizes the needs by providing assistance to school supplies, childcare, and unexpected expenses. So let me know in the comments below. You always do. What do you think about this $1,000? And so if you weren't eligible for a stimulus, you would get $1,000, but everyone would get $1,000. Let me know. Just a thought. All right. So speaking of these stimulus checks, our president says that he states that he wants the second stimulus checks to be more than $1,200. And so he said, like, you know what, look here. I know. You're hearing all this, $1,200, but I want it higher. But you know what? Kind of for me, it's kind of like in Texas. What do they say? Big hat, no cattle. Let me know, Texas. I think I said that right. Big hat, no cattle. But pretty much, we'll simplify it. Like, he talks a good game. He's saying that he wants this, but I have yet to see any check hit my account. I don't see anything about larger numbers. I mean, I know you mentioned it a few weeks ago, and I'm still keeping hope alive, but come on, I need you to, put your money where your mouth is. Like, show us something, let us know something. So he stated yesterday, that he said, I like to see it very high because I love the people. Trump said on Wednesday, I want the people to get it. Now, the president still did not elaborate on how much higher he wanted the checks to be or when can we expect this. So let me know, do you believe it or no? Because, I know you love the people, but I know we also love this election time that is coming right around the corner. So, I'm not gonna argue. If you can somehow weasel and get me a few more Benjamins in my account, hey, I like it. Thank you. So let me know, guys, do you think that we're gonna get a larger stimulus checks as well, or no? Or do you think it's just, a political move? Let me know. You always do. All right, so let's move on to Miss Kamala Harris and these increased stimulus checks. Now, Kamala Harris, I'm going to give her a B++, E for effort. You have a great report card in my book. And that's because somehow you keep coming up in the headlines proposing this $2,000 check. So Senator Kamala Harris is making the case for Congress to adopt her priorities for the next stimulus package, including $2,000 monthly stimulus checks and student loan forgiveness. Now, it seems like she's all out on the island by herself because, she keeps going on, she keeps talking about it. So who knows, it may happen. But last week, Harris joined other Democratic senators in calling for the next stimulus package to fix the public student loan forgiveness program. And she said that they need to make it easier for borrowers to benefit from the program. And the senator cited that many essential workers who are working in public service would also be eligible for the program. So she's saying hey, a lot of people will benefit from these $2,000 stimulus checks reoccurring, as well as the $10,000 student loan forgiveness. Hey, I like it. Whatever you're doing, you're still staying at the forefront of headlines. Keep doing what you're doing, Kamala. And if you can make it happen, girl, let's do it. All right. While we're at it, let's create our own bill. Y'all want to meet on Zoom? Let's get on Zoom and let's do that at 1800 and we'll create our own bill. We the people, we have this list of demands and let's just see how far it goes. I'm joking. I'm not going on Zoom. I don't even know. But I'm just saying, everybody else creating something, why don't we create something? Now, guys, speaking of unemployment right now, the relief package and the talks regarding this unemployment is still at a standstill. These negotiations, they're going nowhere as of right now. So we know that still in the left corner, we have the Republicans in this boxing match, and they're still no. Then we have the Democrats over here. And right now, the White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, said yesterday that the two sides are miles apart. He said that pretty much what the biggest thing that's going on, Republicans have proposed cut the $600 boost and move it down to $200 a week until states can adopt, until they can adapt their system that's going on with their unemployment, and then he would cap the aid at 70% of the worker's former salary. Now we know these systems, let's save that breath. All right, and so then the Democrats are hey, no, we want to maintain this $600 a week of boost, and they want to extend it through the end of the year. And so although some Republicans have pushed for a stopgap bill to extend the unemployment aid and the protection against evictions, Schumer and Pelosi have rejected the idea. So some of the Republicans are hey, since we can't agree, let's just put something in place so that way people can still get a boost or some type of amount of money. And they're nah, Sway, don't try to do it. Don't try to play us right now. That's how, trying to slick one on us. So according to this, I think the president was willing to look at doing some smaller legislative initiatives that would deal with unemployment insurance, Meadows said Thursday. I don't sense a willingness on behalf of the Democrats to do this at all. And so Nancy Pelosi is no, quit trying to give us all these little mini bills, give us a comprehensive package, and then we'll be in agreement. And then that way the American people will know what they're getting and we can move on. Why are you guys making this so complicated? It does not have to be, people. It's all love here. Just give them the money. I don't understand. But as of right now, we're still playing the waiting game. Now, while we're waiting, okay, somebody else has adopted their own little unemployment plan. So I'm telling you, this Zoom may be the next way to go, guys. Mitt Romney has come up with his own plan. He says, my plan will look at a state on either go to a program where people receive 80% of what they were making while they're employed, or for the next month, they can get $500 supplement on top of their regular state. So this is what, let's just break it down, right? Mitt Romney plan is hey, let's just give us 80%. Give them 80%, or if they reject that, they don't want the 80%, then instead of them getting a $600 boost, we're just gonna give you a $500 boost plus your insurance, and then when that month goes down, you'll go down to $400, and then the next month you'll go down to $300. So it's kind of like a tiered five. So you were getting 600, you go to 500 for a month, 400 for a month, 300, or you could just take the 80% and be done with it. That's what he's stating. And so he said, so that's my proposal. I don't know where my colleagues will stand. Okay, any percentage in a system, I think it needs to be a flat amount. That's just my opinion. Like, our systems can barely get out stimulus checks, and you want us to go 70%, 80%. Heck, most of us can barely do that on a calculator. I mean, when the last time we were in math class, calculus, algebra, all that stuff, that them student loans that we had to take that we don't use right now that we probably should be using. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to EBT. So last night there was an interview that was done with Mitch McConnell, and he interviewed with PBS, and he discussed EBT, and this is what he had to say. He said, I'm sure that we can sit down with the Democrats, and that will be an area we will discuss. So he's speaking of EBT. He's like, we'll sit down with them, we'll discuss it. Of course, one thing that's extremely important to make sure the children are well fed, and we want to get them back in school. So he was like, you know what, if they get back in school, they'll get the meals. Now, who cares about everything else that they may get in the schools? Like, we know schools are like little germ factories. But, you know, he said if they get back in school, we can have that. He said some of the aides stated that a few of the lawmakers might even be open to increasing the SNAP benefits, potentially as a trade-off for lowering the level of unemployment or enhanced federal unemployment insurance. So pretty much they're using the SNAP benefits like as like a bargaining chip. They're like, hey, we'll give you an increase in SNAP, but if we give you that, we're not gonna sit up here and give the unemployment. So as of right now, guys, looks like they are playing a game of chess. The Republicans are playing chess where the Democrats are playing checkers. They're like, look, I don't got time for all that. This is what we're gonna do. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about the EBT? Should it be increased? What do you think about this 70 and 80% unemployment? Would you rather have these percentages, or would you rather just have like a flat rate on what you're going to get? And then what do you think about the $1,000 stimulus checks as well? And this would, you know, pretty much in the long run for people that have families, it could be more versus someone who is single, because you would get $200 less. Let me know, comment down below. Guys, have a happy Thursday, Throwback Thursday. All right, I should insert a picture, but I'm not, because y'all don't need to see me looking broke, busted, and disgusted. No, I'm joking. I could never, honey. All right, but no, you guys have a happy Thursday, and please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye guys.